Hi everybody. Stressful situations, dealing with stress in itself. Sometimes you can't really avoid stress. It's something that life really just throws at us. Now, and they sometimes, like some people say, oh, try to avoid stress. That's easier said than done. But the situation, like sometimes it's caused by triggers, situation that maybe may come out of your control, and what happens is your mind, it can may affect your mental health or your well-being. And what happens is it's like an overload on the mind. Your mind gets confused with it all, and as I say, you can't think clearly. You're trying to get out of that stressful situation. So sometimes if there's something you're trying, like maybe trying to sort out and it's a bit stressful, sometimes the solution is to go off and do something. Go away from that situation and go off and do something else, like maybe a walk or something, so it clears your mind. A clearer mind can help you solve that stressful situation a bit better. So then you go back to that and you can maybe be able to think a bit clearer and solve that stressful situation. But like in cases where it gets a bit out of control, if you're like a lot of the time, if you're not suffering with mental health issues, you can kind of like eventually get yourself out of that stress, feeling stress. But if you're like suffering, say, with mental health issues, you may tend to, it's like clinging on, getting attached to that stressful moment, that stressful situation. There's a lot of clinging that goes on with it. And normally it's sort of like you've got to try and like put away from that, like detach yourself from it, because what happens is the same with your mind. It gets confused. There's like an overload going on, and then it just may bring on your illness a bit more, because they do say if you are suffering with mental health issues, stress is no good for it. So that's what happens. It just overloads your mind, brings on maybe them thoughts that you may experience. It just brings on your symptoms of your illness, and you may get a bit more of an impact with it as well. So like I said, it's like the clinging on to that stressful situation there. And we all do it. We all cling on to things. And what happens is you're suffering with that stress, how it makes you feel. The more you're holding on to it, the more suffering happens on top of it. So it's like putting away from, like trying to deal as best you can with that stressful situation and detaching yourself from it. Like detaching yourself from that situation and dealing with it. So you're detaching yourself from that suffering, that pain that it causes with it. And a lot of the time as well, you may tend to, after that stressful, feeling stressed, after it's passed, you still, like I said, you still may be clinging on to it. So the suffering, the pain from that is continuing. So it's like I said, detach yourself away from it. So you're detaching yourself away from the suffering and the pain that goes alongside it with it. Now, there's ways you have to know, depending on the situation, what's triggered it. It's like finding ways to deal with that. to deal with stress, because stress as well brings on worry. It brings on anxiety. It can affect your sleep, like your sleeping pattern. So that's what causes all, like, with your mental health as well. And it's just how you feel within yourself. So it's like dealing with that stress. If you're feeling stressed, like, to try and calm the mind again, calm that mind back down again, because that's what happens. The confusion in your mind, it's like it just overloads, and your mind just don't know what to do. So it's like taking back a bit of control, taking that control back, being in control of yourself again, in control of your mind, and not letting that stress control you, so forth. So, like, finding ways when you start to feel like them triggers, and you start to feel that stress and low in yourself, it's all about what works for you. I mean, they say, like, going out for walks, calm places, is very good for your stress, it's good for your health, actually. Going out for walks in, like, where we are, like, around nature, where it's very calming. It calms your mind. You're able to, it decreases the stress from your body, because stress can affect your body as well, physically and mentally. So there's walks, calming, like music, like very relaxing, calming music, to try and feel calmed with it all. There's many different things. You've got, like, meditation. Meditation can help with that, can calm you, pull you away, detach you away from that stress, and then it helps with how you're feeling. It calms you down. So when you're detached away from that stress, the way how it makes you feel, it is very useful, like with meditation. But if you've never tried, like, meditation before, just try, like, a short little, you get them up on YouTube, just try maybe a 5-minute one, just gradually go into it, because with meditation itself, it's practice. There's a lot of practice that is involved with meditation. You even got, like, maybe even yoga, something like that can help with stress, doing yoga. I don't know whether there's any classes that are on at the moment because of the situation, but it's worth, like, finding out. If not, get them up on YouTube and give it a go. There's Tai Chi and Qigong. They're good for your physical and mental health. It's all, like I said, it's all about what works for you, because stress can be a big major problem with our well-being and our mental health. And like I said, sometimes the situation, dependent, the trigger, sometimes you can't avoid it, but there are things that you can do to pull yourself away from it and help with your mental health and with your well-being. So yeah, it's all the dealing with stress when it occurs. Even the major stress. Sometimes, like I said, we may just have, like, a stressful day and that's it. But sometimes, even with that, it's worth just trying to. It's like learning to switch off, and that's not easy. Switching off from the situation, it's not easy to do. But sometimes, that takes practice. and just learning to do more have something relaxing. If you're feeling stressed, find things that are relaxing, have them coping strategies there that can help you with it. Because like I said, it can bring on a lot of things, even bring on worry as well when you're stressed, panic attack, everything. So all them coping strategies that finds that what works for you, you will get the benefit from them. But you have to be patient with them, because you know they're not gonna. Maybe walking, I say with walking, if you're feeling a bit low in yourself and stressed, that's something that probably would work instantly, you know, after you've been out for a walk, things like that. But there are other things that take a little bit of time. You just got to have the patience there. So I just wanted to do the video on stress, dealing with stress for your mental health. You know, if you're suffering with mental health issues, like I said, that's a big thing. If you're suffering with mental health issues, and it's good to have them coping strategies to help you with that. And also, if you know, for everybody, our mental well-being as well. So I hope the video will be of some use. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just do your best, and just do your best with things, and give us a like.